when I scream like a little girl.
Thanks to 404 Media, I got a hold of the manual for these shock gloves that are going to be given to ICE agents. So let's talk about how these gloves are supposed to be used according to the manual and how they're not supposed to be used. And right out of the gate, we're going in strong. There's a big warning saying that you should not use the gloves incorrectly or they could result in someone's injury or death. Just because something is labeled less than lethal does not mean that sometimes it's not lethal. And probably the most concerning thing I read is that the gloves may increase the effects that can cause sudden death. That passive voice is doing some real heavy lifting in that section. They can cause sudden death. The gloves could cause physiological changes, increase in blood pressure, changes in blood chemistry, increase in respiration and heart rates, changes in heart rhythm, increase in adrenaline, and the longer the exposure to the gloves, the greater the potential risk is. And the manual says that the gloves are only supposed to be used as one pair, one person wearing gloves on each hand, and they're not supposed to be used on your face or head. They also are not supposed to be used for more than 15 seconds. It says avoid maybe using them on elderly people, pregnant women, children, and severely disabled people, because that might just look bad for them. And there are a few limitations to the gloves. Like, they don't work great if you're really hairy or through clothing. They're best used on direct skin contact. That's why when you see them being demonstrated, they grab the person's arm or lift up their shirt. However, they do work on thin clothing that is wet. And the gloves can get wet, or the user can be wet, or you can be wet. They just can't be submerged in water, probably because they have a lithium-ion battery in there. And it does say that the gloves have a microprocessor in them that stores information on an SD card. And then it says that the gloves should not be used for verbal defiance or belligerence, punishment, torture, or horseplay. I'm sure, of all the ICE agent stuff we've seen, they will never use these gloves wrong. And the person that's making them will absolutely make sure of that, because he is really interested in the optics of his product. Jesus Christ. They're already being used in schools. They're being used in schools. That's why it says small children.